The question is the connection eternal? Some people say no. Once you die, you die. Other people say
yes.
so. I'm going to leave it up to you
After we die?
to decide. Well, I'm dying now, lady. Don't heckle me. If the connection is eternal. I don't know. All right, so let's see if we could reconnect. Could you help me? Come on. Have a seat. Tell everybody your name.
Karen.
Karen. All right. So to be fair, because a lot of times when we're doing things like this, I'll ask, hey, think of somebody, and I don't know who to think of. I asked you to think of somebody beforehand.
Yes.
You did not tell me.
No.
I don't know who you're thinking of.
True.
All right, so the reason I asked beforehand is because some people get, I don't know, it's confusing, and so I asked her before she sat down, I want you to focus on a love person, someone you know, family, friend, somebody that has an intimate bond with you. And I asked her to focus on that person. I don't know if it's a man, I don't know if it's a woman, I have no idea. So, I'm not looking to connect with her. So, if you were to go to medium or a psychic, most likely, they would show you something like this. Now, a couple weeks ago, I was in Harrison, New York, at a historic museum, and they had these. These are chalkboards, but they're hinged together. Kids would bring them to school, and they would write on them. But what a psychic would do, or a medium, is they would chalk it up, and if someone was grieving, like this person just died this week, they would say, I see a face, or I see a number, or I see a word. Now, the person you're thinking of, they didn't recently die. They've been gone for a while. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So we're not dealing with a person that's losing or having a loss and looking at this going, I think I see something. I can make out with my imagination a face. We're not talking about that. But that's exactly what you would do. These are spirit boards. Now, I tell people the reason why they sign the waiver is because I don't think it is a very good idea to conjure up the dead. I do not believe you should be calling on spirits. It's my opinion. You can do what you want. My mom was very religious. So I do not recommend that you imitate any of this, especially with Ouija boards. So saying all that, I have to tell you a story. Now right now I'm looking at 25. It's 25 after 7, right? Okay. Probably go another 10 minutes. My mom died 45 years ago, October 10th. I was 16. How old are you? 8. So I was 16, 15 years old. So you're 8, I was a little older. My mom died of cancer, and we were born and raised up in Connecticut near Danbury Mall, not that far, a couple hours from here. But I remember yesterday, 45 years ago. I'm 60 years old now. But and this is a true story. This is not something I've written or something I read about. I'm sharing with you my experience, and you can make out what you think it is. My mom dies on the 10th, but before she dies, my father walks in the house on October 10th, probably around 4 o'clock. Do you remember the time that your loved one passed, like morning, night? Do you have an idea? Okay, what would that time be? Yeah, you can tell me. Because I want you to go there now. Like, was it late or early?
It was the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, you mean like midnight or 3?
3, yeah.
What do you say, 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's something about time which holds emotional energy. Every time I see 444, I think of my mom. Every time I come to October 10th, I think of my mom. So maybe 3 o'clock, maybe you think of your loved one. There's something about saying, oh my gosh, here it is again, and a lot of times it pops up. So a couple weeks ago on October 10th, I did a show. I shared the same story I'm sharing right now. And after the show, I drove by the grave in Danbury, Connecticut. And after I drove by the grave, I drove by the house. And as I drove by the house on October 10th, I saw the house where I used to live, and I said, you know, I miss you. And I mean, that's how I still feel. That's how I still feel. But the reason I'm telling you this is what happened to me. And you can make out what you want, but this is my experience. On Friday the 13th, all the family comes over, right? And big Italian family, and they bring all this food, and I'm in shock. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. And my mom's gone. It's Friday the 13th, not making this up. Everybody leaves. I go to my bedroom. It's light outside, so I know it's not really dark. It's not really nighttime. And all of a sudden, from the right-hand corner of the room, I hear a voice. And it's not my mom. Like, I can understand if I was hallucinating, because I was in my mom's womb for 9 months. I remember her calling me for dinner. I could close my eyes and I could imagine it, you know, to give myself comfort. But it was not my mother's voice. It was not. It came from the corner of the room and it said, "I'm all right." And it was the most beautiful voice, angelic voice I've ever heard, but it scared me. It very much scared me. So I said, "Mom, I don't want to hear this." And then I heard the voice again a second time. Now, I don't remember if I heard it 4 times, but I know I heard it at least 3 times. And I got up, and it was the same message, "I'm all right." That was it. I got up, I went down to see my father, the family came home, I still remember this to the day, they made me some milk and honey and tried to calm me down. The reason I'm telling you this is because I've been on David Letterman. I've been seen by 6 million people. I have traveled the world. I've been to Europe. I've done a lot of things that I've really had fun with in my life in my 60 years. Nothing comes into comparison to that experience. It was unreal. Now, some people say it's imagination. Some people say, you know, I just created. I don't know. I don't think so. I'll leave that up to you to decide. But I will tell you, it was not my mom's voice at all. And after that, I never heard anything like it. Like I never got a sign. I never, you know, nothing else after that. Samhain and Halloween, the philosophy is that there is no time. Like right now, it's 7:30. For Samhain, there is no time. Like if we started talking about your loved one or any one of your loved ones, and you go there emotionally, 7:30 on October 25th means nothing. And Halloween, the belief is that there is no time. And think about it. I was thinking about it as I was driving here and I got into traffic. I'm in traffic and I was thinking about the future and how this would play out. I'm thinking the future doesn't exist yet. And the past doesn't exist, only in our memories. The only thing we really have is now. That's it. That's all we have. So on Halloween, on October 31st, the tradition is that the veil is thin and that the only thing that exists is now. And so people believe that our loved ones can make connection with us. Whether you believe that or not, I don't know. We have different traditions, but I do think it is a very beautiful thing. So I have 2 stacks of cards. I have a red stack and a blue stack. Would you like red or blue? It doesn't matter.
Oh, you had a choice?
They're both the same. It doesn't
Blue,
matter.
please.
Okay, I'm going to give you blue. So what I'm going to give her is I'm going to give her a set of tarot cards. So you can put that other card away. You're not going to need it for now. Yeah, we'll give it to you later. I won't let you leave it out. Now take a look at the cards. She has the same cards that I have. Like, they're identical. Like, there's nothing special. I'll tell you what she's got in her hand. I know exactly what she's got. She's got the Devil card. She's got the Strength card. She's got the Fool card. She's got the Justice card. And the last card is Empress. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about the person that you miss the most, that you thought of before, and it's the person that we're talking about now. And I'd like you to stare at these cards and kind of like go into a trance. I know that you might not know what these cards mean, but one of these cards is going to jump out to you. Whether it's a male energy or a female energy, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. So just take a look and just kind of go into a little bit of a trance. And one of these cards should speak to you. All right, now, it's important that you remember this. I'm gonna put down my card first. So I'm putting down, I'm going with my intuition. I don't, every single night that I do this, it's totally different. It's never the same every night. But what I'd like you to do is put your card, the card that you're thinking of that represents your loved one, put it right here. All right. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna mirror it. So I put down my card first, and then she put down her card. And it's important that you recognize that I haven't worked this out with her. So that means, take a look at your cards. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left, okay? So just focus on these other cards, and as you're focusing on these other cards, I'd like you to think about the person that has passed and how you did not pick any of these people. You didn't pick, now this is my guess, I'm going to say, and I'm just going to go with my intuition. Well, before we go any further, let me do this. Let me light the candle, because that will help me focus. That's one of the reasons why people like candles, is they focus. So I'm thinking you're holding the Empress. If that's true, just put it down right here. Okay. Good. And I'm also thinking you're holding Justice. Let me put that down here. And I'm thinking that you didn't pick the Fool. And I'm thinking that the Devil is also in your hand. Okay, so take a look at the time on the clock. If you could just look at the pocket watch. I think I closed it by mistake, but what time is it?
Really?
What time is it set?
It's 3:02.
3:02. Okay, very good. All right.
Whoa.
Very nice. So what I'm seeing here is this. Now, this could indicate that it's a male, but I will tell you, I was doing this last night, and I was off. And the way I figured it, we both got the same cards. The way I figured it is I just simply asked the question. There's a yes and no here. And there's also letters here too as well. Okay. Is it a male?
You want an answer?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm getting a little bit of vibration.
Yes.
So, yeah, okay, but there's no way that I would know. You know, the connection isn't as strong as it would be with you. So what I would ask you to do is hold it, I would say, a little higher than the candle. So yeah, you just have to come in just a little bit. Yeah, don't go over the candle. No. Yeah, don't go over the candle. And then what I'd like you to do is just hold it right over there, a little higher maybe. Yeah, that's good. Hold it still.
Fine.
Oh.
Very nice.
No way.
All right. Okay, so it is. Very old name. Very old name. Who's Malcolm? Your husband.
Wow.
How many years?
1983.
83. Does it feel like it's now? Yes. Now. There is no time. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you.
I got him back for a minute, thank you.
Yes, that's the reason for this show. The reason for this show is all about this moment